Freddie was our first child. We were really excited when we found out we were having a baby, and obviously assumed, as everyone does, that pregnancies are plain sailing, and once you're pregnant that's kind of the hard bit over, and everything would be fine. He was born at 19 minutes past 10 on the 19th of September, and he weighed 1 pound and 2 ounces. And he did breathe, he was born alive. He was born and he lived for just under an hour, and we had that time with him, but we knew, we knew he wouldn't live. So I was prepared, but not prepared, because I don't think you can be prepared for that.
But you don't know what a baby looks like at 21 weeks, I don't. And then this most amazingly, perfectly formed human being appears, and he breathes, and he's with Caro for under an hour. And I think then just the darkness enters our lives. I never get the reading right. I try to remember it that we had at Freddie's at the crematorium. Is it silence the clocks, or stop the clocks and silence the pianos and quieten the dogs? You are my north, my south, my east, my west. And carrying that tiny little box. Just horrific times. Horrific times. But we sit here because we know there's a man who can make a difference.
Freddie is one of 15 million children who are born early every year in the world. Of those 15 million, 1 million will die as a direct result of prematurity. And of the remaining 15 million, a proportion will be disabled for their entire lives. We know that even if a baby's born prematurely, we can keep them alive in our special care baby units. But if we keep the baby where the baby should be, inside the mother's womb, it will develop normally. Every week we keep a baby inside the womb, rather than outside the womb in the neonatal intensive care unit, we will improve that child's life opportunities.
Finding out I was pregnant again after Freddie was very exciting. I mean, you still got the very exciting element of finding out you're pregnant, but also it was very frightening as well, because I actually didn't know if I would be guaranteed to bring a baby home at the end of it. Mark scanned me every week during my second pregnancy, and at 20 weeks it was very obvious that the cervix was opening. I mean, very clear on the scan. And Mark straight away took action and said, he said, you will have to go into theatre, and we're going to see if we can stitch you.
Having put a stitch around the cervix to keep Archie in the womb, I used a combination of 3 drugs to keep Caro's womb quiet, to keep Archie in the womb until we could deliver him healthily at term.
We are now a family of 5, so we had Archie, who is nearly 10, and we've gone on to have Matilda, who is 7, and Rocca, who is 4. And Mark has supported me throughout all of these pregnancies and been absolutely incredible.
You can keep your medals, you can keep everything else. Just let me have the kids. And without him, there wouldn't be that. There would be this giant gaping void in our life, and the understanding that the work he is doing will help others get to 30, get to a week that begins with a 3 in it, rather than be in a house with the blinds closed, where you want the world to open up and eat you, and just to stop living. Supporting Borne is so exciting because you get Mark Johnson without getting Mark Johnson. Through his research and his incredible brain, he will be able to support others by doing his research away from the delivery theatres, away from the families who are either having the amazingly happy day or that tragic day when they have to come to terms with the fact that they're leaving hospital without a child. Supporting Borne gives more people Mark Johnson, and for me, that is a very special treat for families.